This is my outlook on GG for this week. So on GG, we've made the retracement. So like we said last week, we were waiting for price to break the structure points on the daily time frame, right? This structure point is last lower, higher low here to shift structure. So price has structure on the daily time frame, and we started retracing. And now we had a position last week, which was this. So on the 2 hour time frame, after the shift of structure around this zone here, we had a position. Around this zone here, we had a position because once we saw price started retracing and we had this double top here. So this was the double top. Like I said last week, you just have to wait for price to shift structure, then retrace. After retracing, wait for price to make a rejection pattern around this zone. If you watch back the previous video, that's exactly what I said. So the rejection pattern we got, this a reversal pattern or rejection pattern or bearish pattern, you can call it. This was a double top, so this was the first top, then the second top. So after we rejected this on this 2 hour candle, after the close of this 2 hour candle, we entered short. So it was looking like this. This was the picture. Boom, yeah. So as you can see on the peaks, this was where we had the position, right, at the close of that 2 hour candlestick, and we are targeting the last low down here, and on that position I left my TP open. As you can see, leaving TP open as price could go lower. Yeah, but I closed around this zone here. So we go back to the chart. This was our entry around here and price dropped. I was looking at this support here because this is a strong support zone and was just watching to see if price is going to reject or how price reacts to this support zone. And immediately we just hit this support zone, we started rejecting. So I think I closed my position around this area, around something around 210.502, because I saw that we were just rejecting immediately. So yeah, we had that position. That was that for last week. Let's come back to the outlook for this week. On the weekly time frame, as you can see, we are still at that zone, this resistance zone here. No much price action, but we can see that we had rejections like we said last week, and we pulled down, then we pushed up again last week. So no much rejection, no more price action around here. You can see the candles are just around the same spot, right? On the daily time frame, we've already had that shift of structure. So this is a double top. After this double top, we had this shift of structure where we broke this last higher low here, and now we are retracing. So now around this point too, we still look for some type of bearish pattern or some type of reversal pattern for us to enter short. If you look at previous data, look at around this zone here, price was consolidating. Now we are this zone too. You see how we are still consolidating around this zone. So the market follows patterns, repeated patterns. So back to what we're saying. So this is a retracement, right? So on this retracement, we just wait for a reversal pattern around here or some bearish pattern. So it could be double top, could be a head and shoulder, it's shift of structure around the zone on the lower time frames for us to enter shorts. Now if you look at the daily time frame too, this zone too is also like head and shoulder, because if you put a resistance around it with this, boom, boom, yeah, you could see price. This could be, you could call this left shoulder, then this zone the head, and now we are the right shoulder. Yeah. So now going back to the lower time frame, the 2 hour time frame. On the 2 hour time frame, we've had that bearish pattern that we are waiting for. We can also call it reversal pattern, right? Now at this zone, we have this resistance here, which is this, boom, boom. So at this resistance, price rejected of this resistance. So this could be called a double top, right? So this is first top, now this second top. This is a bearish pattern or a reversal pattern, right? Price push up to this zone and we rejected of it. You can see this candle engulf 1, 2, 3, 4 candles here, right? So basically we've gotten our bearish pattern, the reversal pattern. So this is a double top. Now what I'm waiting for next week is on the lower time frame, like the 30 minutes time frame. Since we've already gotten that double top, which is a reversal pattern, on the 30 minutes time frame, just check to see the price action forming there. Now on the 30 minutes time frame, we could see this shift of structure. So this was the last higher low. We pushed up, now we broke below. This is a shift of structure, and now we are rejecting off this last higher low. This is the resistance here. Boom. Now we are rejecting off this resistance. In a downtrend, we have lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows, right? Now going back to the 2 hour time frame, I just hope this does not mess up the whole like explanation so that you just get what I'm trying to say. So this is a downtrend, what I just draw now. On here we've had, this was the high, then this is a lower high. Now we are at a, sorry, not a lower high, a lower low, right? Now we are at a lower high. This is a lower high. So the next thing we are supposed to get is for price to continue the bearish movement. So all this was just retracement for we to come and make a lower high. Now from lower high, we are expecting to get a lower low, right? So that is why around this lower high, we are waiting for a reversal pattern. Hope you get what I'm trying to say here. So at this lower high, at the lower high was where we were looking for a reversal pattern, because that reversal pattern would tell us that okay, price is now ready to continue on the trend, the original trend or the main trend that it is going at. You get? Going back to the 30 minutes time frame, we're also seeing a reversal pattern here, which is a shift of structure. So price was bullish and then we shift structure, we broke below, shift structure broke below the last higher low, then we came back to retest. Now while we're waiting for, I wait for a 30 minutes candle to reject, like a 30 minutes candle to reject, something like this, to reject and engulf. I would preferably I would like to see an engulfing candle or a doji candle, any type of reversal candle. So if I can get an engulfing candle here, a 30 minutes engulfing candle, then boom, I will enter a position. Preferably, I would love price to go lower and break this zone, this structure point zone, this structure point here. So the candle should break below here, and once I get that break below, I enter the position, so that it will confirm that this is a lower high, right? And this is, then we're having a new lower low. Then from there we just enter short preferably. But if I get an engulfing candle here, an engulfing candle or some type of rejection candle that close maybe down to this zone here, then I will enter the short, right? So basically what I'm just saying is on Monday we should get a candle that close down here. So yeah, something like this. If you get a candlestick that drop and close down here, then we enter short. Or we get a candlestick that drop down here, we enter short. Preferable, this would be a more preferable one, this one here, because this will tell us that okay, price is committed to this zone as being a lower high. You get? So yeah, we just wait for a rejection can. That's basically it. I'm a little bit iffy about this position because it's consolidating. If you see the price here, it's just like consolidation basically. Around this zone, it's just consolidation because price is just around a certain zone, around this zone, a certain zone, which is the same thing he did here. You get just around this zone. But since we've already gotten this reversal pattern here, then yeah, I will enter the position because price is already showing me what I want. You get, so I will enter that short position. So that's basically what I'm waiting for or what I'm looking out for on GJ. Now I will take profit zone. If we are taking any position, we should always target the last low or the last high in an uptrend. The last low in a downtrend or the last high in an uptrend. So on this one, it will be the last low. That is why I was able to take out profit on this. If I was targeting a new low, I would have been stopped out of this position. You get, but my take profit was open because I was expecting price to break below this zone here to make a new lower low. But since price was not ready and I saw rejection of this strong support zone here, then I closed my position, right? But in any structure, if you're entering any position from any structure point, a lower high in a downtrend or a higher low in an uptrend, in a downtrend, you should target the next low. So if we're entering any position here, we should target this next low, right? If it's an uptrend, like for example here, we enter a position here, we should target the next high. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but potentially you can leave your take profit open because price could just drop and make a new lower low. So you want to be to benefit from every move you get. So if I'm entering this position, I will leave my take profits open because potentially we might drop and break below this low. Since it's a downtrend, we have to make a new lower low. So instead of me taking out here, my trades could last longer, even up to down here. So that's why we always keep our take profit open. But our take profit open does not mean we leave it open. If we see that, okay, if potentially if I enter this position here, once you get that rejection candle and enter a position here, and I see price rejection of this zone, I would close my position because this is basically telling us that okay, price is not ready to break below this place right now. But I'm seeing this zone, I'm seeing this zone being that from this zone we should make a new lower low from this zone. Yeah, this looks like a nice zone to make a new to drop and make a new lower low. So that's basically my outlook on GJ for this week.